Hey guys, what's up? Today I got an OU match for you, and this one I'm going to do something a little different. As you can see, it's the team preview, and I figured you would get a little more insight into my decisions because in this generation your lead is not static, it's actually dynamic. And as someone put it, team preview is the biggest mechanical change since Generation 4, and no one really talks about it. So, I'm going to talk about it. Let me know if you like it, let me know if you don't, whatever. We'll see. So, to the game. The leads I'm thinking he's going to have are either Bronzong, Heatran, or Swampert, because they can all set up Stealth Rocks and they're all fairly bulky. Dragonite I considered a possibility, but Multiscale is just too damn popular, and the anti-lead from Gen 4 is just not that effective anymore, and Gyarados and Scizor wouldn't lead. That's kind of dumb. I figured maybe leading with Starmie, but I'm like, two of his potential leads I cannot OHKO, like I know that. And I want to save it because he can kill everything else on his team. So I really need it for later. So I'm going to start with my Salamence because I figure he's got a super effective move against two of his potential leads. And he's got Draco Meteor for Swampert. And otherwise, he's not really going to be too useful because he does have, again, two steel types. That Scizor can bullet punch me, so it's going to be kind of annoying to not get revenge killed. So that's what I'm going to go with. And let's get into the battle. Alright, so as I said, this is an OU match, and my opponent does not wish to be named because he said he wasn't trying hard or he was distracted or whatever. I've never accepted that as an excuse in any game I've played. I've been playing games for like 10 years now, and yeah, like I said, that's never been an excuse for me. So he asked me not to post this, but I'm going to. It's kind of too bad. So yeah, so I'm going to go for the Fire Fang, and he is going to actually trick me the Choice Scarf. I figured it'd be super obvious that I want to go for the Fire Fang again because I'm definitely faster because I'm Scarf now, and it'll maybe kill, but it's a lot smarter. So I figured Heatran would come in, so Earthquake, right? But no, he stays in Trick Rooms, and I'm like, damn it. And now I figure he's going to Gyro Ball, so I switch out, and then he switches into Heatran knowing that I'm not going to Earthquake, and I'm like, damn it. So now I switch back to my Salamence. To take the Fire Blast, it does a lot, so I am 100% certain that this is going to be a Toy Specs Heatran, and judging that it's on a Trick Room team, I'm not thinking that it's going to have too much speed investment, if any at all. So, I'm going to leave my Salamence in here to die. I don't really care about it. Like I said, Scizor is just going to be able to revenge kill me, even if I do kill his Heatran, so it's not really a big deal. Especially at the HP I was at. So I'm just going to switch to Starmie, and he is going to switch out while I go for the cover, just in case he wants to stay in and Fire Blast me. I figure I can waste Trick Room tunes. So he's going to go to Swampert. I'm going to get the Surf off, and as I said before, this is definitely not going to OHKO. He's going to get up his Stealth Rocks, which is fine. I don't really need to worry about them now that my Salamence is dead. Nothing else on my team is really other than my Rotom Heat. But, yeah, so I'm going to go for the Surf again. I figure if he wants Earthquake, it won't kill me. So I'm fine on that. Unfortunately, he's going to go into his Bronzong as fodder, obviously. But he's actually not going to die, so that means I have to take another 10% from Life Orb. Just because he decided to live. Nice. So, he's going to switch into his Dragonite. And I am going to switch out because I'm fearing the Extreme Speed. Because, again, it's a Trick Room team, so he's probably slow. But he has Extreme Speed because that bypasses the whole speed. Well, not really. It's priority. It's still... priority is more important than speed ties, so if two Pokemon use Extreme Speed under Trick Room, the slower one would go first, because the priority is the same, +2, and it's the only move with +2, because Fake Out is +3 and everything else is +1, all the other priorities, etc. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to go to my Jirachi, and he is not going to Extreme Speed, he's going to Thunder Wave me, which leads me to believe he's the Cleric, with, Heal Bell, Roost, probably Dragon Claw, and Thunder Wave. Instead of, the standard Dragon Dancing kind of set. So I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave myself, just to make sure that he can't do anything. And he switches into his Heatran, which is probably the biggest thing of the game, because I knew Heatran would be a problem. He might have max speed, or close to it, because, again, he only has one Trick Roomer on his team, and you never know. So now that he's paralyzed, I am guaranteed that Breloom is faster. And that's all I needed. So I'm going to switch into my my Rotom, and he's going to get paralyzed. Not a big deal. I wanted Rotom to die. I didn't need him because I wanted to just get my Breloom in and basically substitute until he got a miss or fully paralyzed. He's going to switch out to his Gyarados to take the... Actually, honestly, I don't know what he was going to take because I would have went for Volt Switch if anything. And I figured Swampert would come in, so that's why I tricked. So anyways... Now you can tell that the battle is actually a little bit faster because the battle is basically over. Now that my Breloom is in here, his entire team is gonna get destroyed by Breloom. I have Stone Edge for his Dragonite. I have Focus Punch for basically everything else, and nothing is faster than me. The only thing that I considered would be faster than me is his Heatran, maybe his Dragonite because he had Thunder Wave. I figured he wouldn't be. He'd be bulky. And his Gyarados is now Scarfed, and I don't have to worry about that. He probably only has Stone Edge anyways and not Ice Fang. Because if he had Ice Fang, it'd be kind of an issue. But because he was locked in on Waterfall, I got a sub up for free. So I am basically just going to run shop over this team. He sends in his Scizor. I figured, again, because it's a Trick Room team, he'd be the standard max HP, max attack set, and Bullet Punch wouldn't do too much, so I'm going to put him to sleep. He is going to go for the U-turn, most likely, unless he wanted to go for the Superpower or something weird like that. But I'm going to put him to sleep. Now, yeah, his team's really in trouble. He goes back into his Gyarados. He shows me he has Bounce, which is a little odd, but I'm not worried about it because I have my sub up. I'm going to go for the Stone Edge when he comes back down. I'm going to miss, but again, he's locked into Bounce. I have a turn to set up a sub again. So if that was Ice Fang, I'd be in kind of a bit of a pickle, but it's not Ice Fang, so I'm not a big deal. One of the things I noticed is weird. He's got two things that cause paralysis in Bounce and Thunder Wave on his Dragonite, yet it's a Trick Room team. So I'm like, that's kind of weird because usually Trick Room teams, like, they want to be slower. I don't know. Maybe Trick Room was just there for a couple Pokemon just to take advantage of it in case, you know, someone got a couple Drug Dances up or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, basically at this point, I don't have anything that wants to take a Fire Blast other than my Rotom Heat, but he's probably going to die now that he's going to be down to half health from Stealth Rocks. So basically, I apologize to his face. I'm like, dude, sorry, but I need you to miss or get paralyzed. It's the only way I can win. Starmie, yes, would be able to take it, but again, I kind of need Starmie for later. So yeah, I'm just going to keep substituting until he gets paralyzed. There, he finally gets it. Now I can go for the Focus Punch and not be worried about the rest of his team. He's going to get paralyzed again, which really sucks because that means I get to keep my substitute. But again, he could have missed. And he was actually running low on PP. I think that was like, he only had like 2 left after that or something like that. So he's going to go back into his Scizor, who is asleep. I am not worried about that because I can just go for the Focus Punch. And that is going to 2-hit KO his Scizor. He is not going to wake up. And that is perfect. So, yeah, Breloom is definitely a force to be reckoned with because, as I said, his team wasn't really that fast, and there was no one really on his team who was Scarfer, especially since I learned early on that his Heatran was Specs. So, and the Trick Room, again, let me really believe that his team was mostly slow, so I was not worried about it. So, Breloom got an opportunity to come in, get a sub up, and basically, he, you know, swept from there. Most of these moves I'm not really talking about because it's fairly obvious. There's only really a couple viable moves in any situation. Obviously, I'm not going to Stone Edge this his Swampert. But, fortunately, he does wake up on the first turn and gets a Roar off. Not a big deal. I'm just going to get roared up to my my Jirachi. I'm going to switch to Gliscor, predicting the Earthquake, but he's going to go for the Scald because both my Gliscor and my Rotom would be taking super effective damage from the Scald, so it's kind of a stupid switch, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go to my Starmie, and I am basically going to do what I originally planned to do, and that is to clean up with my Starmie once his Swampert was within KO range, and his Bronzong is already dead, so it doesn't really matter. It also helps that his multi-scale is broken, although I don't think you can have multi-scale with Heal Bell. So, you know, although I didn't see him ever actually use it, I'm judging just from Thunder Wave that was his set, so he might have had it and not had multi-scale, he would have had Inner Focus, etc., etc., etc. Anyways, that's the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun, and I will catch you all next time. Peace out.